Ecclesiastes 10:6. Folly is set in great dignity, while the rich sit in a lowly place. Folly refers to a lack of good sense or judgment, unwise action. Folly in great dignity. Now, dignity is respect, honor. You should treat people with a level of dignity, and yourself with a level of dignity. But great dignity, excessive value over self-worth. Interesting. It makes me think. It makes me think. Folly is within great dignity. Excessive self-worth and pride. Now, a lot of things can cause someone to have excessive self-worth and pride. Ability can cause that. You know, they say, the Bible say that Lucifer had pretty good ability. What? Aha. So, folly is found in excessive dignity, pride, mistakes. Let me read the verses after. I have seen servants on horses, while princes walk on the ground like servants. He who digs a pit will fall into it, and whoever breaks through a wall will be bitten by a serpent. If the axe is dull and one does not sharpen the edge, then he must use more strength. But wisdom brings success. So true. So true. If you do not sharpen the axe, you're going to have to use more brute force. Rather than if you just knew to sharpen that axe, dog. If you would just sharpen the axe prior, if you had that foresight to realize sharp axe straight through the wood, a little bit of wisdom about axe sharpening might make the cut a lot easier. That's why we need wisdom, dog. No doubt. Ephesians 10:14. A fool also multiplies words. No man knows what is to be. Who can tell him what will be after him? I like that. I like that. A fool multiplies words. A fool says more words than necessary to describe something. Yeah, man. I definitely do foolish things sometimes. Ooh, potent bars. Okay. This is straight off of Jesus Christ. He said this stuff in Aramaic. Judge not that you be not judged. For with what judgment you judge, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. And why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but do not consider the plank in your own eye? Cold. Cold. It's easy out here to notice the flaws of others, but it all starts with you. You got to improve yourself and be basically at a high level before you can ever be telling people how to get right. How can you say to your brother, let me remove the speck from your eye, and look, a plank is in your own eye? Hypocrite! First remove the plank from your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. Cold. Do not give what is holy to the dogs, nor cast your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn and tear you in pieces. That's a potent verse too. Do not give your pearls to the swine, because they might trample your pearls, dog. Don't tell people who ain't ready for the knowledge about the knowledge, because you might just be misunderstood, dog. That's how I kind of interpret that. But, you know, a complicated verse. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives, and he who seeks finds, and to him who knocks it will be opened. Or what man is there among you who is, if his son asks for bread, will give him a stone? Or if he asks for a fish, will give him a serpent? If you then, being evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father who is in heaven give good things to those who ask him? Therefore, whatever you want men to do to you, do also to them. For this is the law and the prophets. Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves. You will know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? Even so, every good tree bears good fruit, but a bad tree bears bad fruit. A good tree cannot bear bad fruit, nor can a bad tree bear good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. Therefore, by their fruits you will know them. Potent. Your actions are going to amount to certain things, and if you live in that holy life, you're trying to level up, dog. You're trying to reach the next level. You're trying to build. You're trying to get stronger. You're trying to feel good mentally, dog. You're trying to get there. You know what I'm saying? And if you really trying to do that, dog, then you gonna bear some good fruits. But if you out here stuck in the flesh, carnal, you want some tasty food, talking ho-ho, zebra cake, a little bit of alcohol, maybe some schmishy, who knows? Then maybe you want to go find the latest baddie on Tinder, add to the body count. Maybe you trying to go find that sneaky link, dog. You focus on the carnal, dog. You want to feel good, dog. You want to feel good. But what if you're not always supposed to feel good? What if sometimes you should feel frustrated or uncertain on certain things, or maybe that's not right. Go. Folly is in great dignity. You know, money can be a major cause of great dignity. People with a lot of money sometimes can excessively overvalue themselves because the money gives you power. It gives you an ability to do certain things in society. Of course, there are things money can't buy. The fruits of the Spirit, of course. Money can't buy discipline. It can't buy a highly functioning body. You might be able to pay to get access to how to get a highly functioning body, but no. Truly highly functioning. Longevity. So what if bounce back. What if there are things that sometimes we need to be concerned about? Concern. You know, like war concerns, you know, devastation of populations concerns. If we have potential concerns of these things, should we still be wanting to get a sugar high? Just focus on getting through the day, getting your guilty pleasures, get home, watch some friends, play your video game, escape from the day to day. So much going on in the world. What can you do anyways? Just make it all go away. Just let me watch the television. I love that show. Tell lies to your vision. There's a lot of people in America who think, oh, I'm wealthy. I'm part of the elite. I am upper middle class. I am, in America, there's a lot of freedom and possibility currently, to a degree, and potential at least. And yet, when you get to a high level of wealth, a lot of these people, unless it's really, really high level and they really, really on the know, they're still eating the same food. They're still going to restaurants, Chili's, fast food, really just any restaurant. You might have all the money in the world. If you don't have the knowledge, you're going to live like a brokey. Because even the rich dude ain't on the horse sometimes. You might be a prince, but if you're a prince of something that's falling, what do it matter? Except for that the downfall will be quite tragic and probably a little more painful because you had this false perception. Of, oh, I have a lot of money. I'm in the up. I'll go to school. I'll get a degree. I'll be part of the middle class. As long as I can slide by in the middle class with the rest of the middles, I'll be alright. Except one problem. The middle class is poisoning themselves by eating bad food. And so, even if you're middle class and you bump up to the high class, high taxpayer bracket, you still don't know what to eat. you still probably eat the same food that you're chemically, habitually addicted to. And therefore, you will still not feel great. Which means you will feel like a brokey. Science. Scientific research. It's a shame. You know, in order to be a scientist, you truly have to be a very observant, disciplined person. You have to be able to think critically. And in order to do an experiment, you have to be able to set your mind on something and do it for long periods of time, potentially. The experiment could be long. They do not want you to be a scientist out here, dog. They do not want you to be a scientist out here based in the scripture. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in your name, cast out demons in your name, and done many wonders in your name? And then I will declare to them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you who practice lawlessness. Time. People say, oh, I don't have time for that. But everyone has the same amount of time. And so, what they meant to say is, I don't want to do that right now in this moment. Or maybe ever. Fair. People would tell you, I'm too busy. Too busy with work. I don't have time to focus on my health. Just let me eat the fastest, most convenient thing for me to get. Food doesn't matter. It's all calorie in, calorie out anyways. A myth. But that's what we believe as a society. Calories in, calories out. The actual breakdown of chemicals of what my food is, it doesn't matter. Did you know that caloric estimations on the back of food are nothing more than caloric estimations? It's not even precise. 200 calories, around there, maybe. Nobody has time for anything that they don't make time for. Very true. Everyone chooses to spend their time in certain ways. But where does time go? Towards a destination? Many destinations? Perhaps. People don't have time to stretch. People don't have time to focus on the commandments or important things because they would rather do the simple habitual things. But what if there comes a time where inaction is seen as just the same as action, and that inaction, inability to change, or at least try, will eventually fall you? Fascinating. Well, in that note,